Okay, and a singular incident happened that set this off.
It did. It did.
Okay.
And like as I said, I had been through all my precept all next to the end of it. And this name's Vicky. She was scrubbed and I was circulating. Now we were doing what was called the aortic aneurysm. And this is like you are cut from here to here. It's wide open kind of a thing. And it's dangerous because when you're playing with somebody's aorta, there's bleeding, there's all sorts of stuff. The other piece of this story that I think is really critical is that the timeliness of the procedure. You don't keep people on the operating room table any longer than they need to, and you certainly don't leave them open to the environment any longer. Well, we came to a part of the procedure. Again, Vicky's scrubbed with the chief of vascular surgery. So again, you got to think of the dynamics that are going on. And here I am, the new kid on the block. I'm in my 20s and I'm happy and I'm so excited to do all this. And she says, I need blah, blah, blah retractor blade. I'm like, okay, I'll go get it. Well, I go out of the room now. There's a lot of places to look. I go to all the various places it should be. I'm tearing apart carts. I'm looking for this blade. I'm looking for all this sort of stuff. I call the center processing where they process the instrumentation. Nobody can find it. I was out of the room for 14 minutes. I remember it like it was yesterday. 14 minutes of extra time that patient spent on the operating room table. So I go huffing and puffing back into the room. I stand at the foot of the table and I look up and I go, I can't find it. And she reaches over. You can't make this stuff up. She turns to the surgeon, pats him on the hand and says, it's okay. She doesn't know what she's doing. And I
Okay.
stood there at the foot of the table, knowing I'd been thrown under the bus, trying to go, okay, just finish the case. Just finish the case. So she goes, here, use this retractor. So we finish the case. We get the patient to the recovery room. All is well. This is what the key to me was. The head of, not only did she say that in front of the physician, the head of the processing department comes up to me and she says, Vicky knew that retractor was out for repair. She
Okay.
sent it out for repair. So she sent me out to get a piece of equipment, knowing it wasn't there, to make me look bad in front of this doctor and to put this patient at risk. And that changed all the way I looked at things. Led my academics and all the things. And I wish I could say that was the last time I was bullied. In nursing, and nursing is notorious. When I was in nursing school, we used to say, oh, nurses eat their young. Now, this was in the late 70s, early 80s. That's how long ago this was. And if you were to ask any nurses, write it in the comments. If you're a nurse watching this, you will say, nurses eat each other.